Welcome back to Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel, and I'm your host, Fam the Fabulous. For more ideas, inspiration, swaps, and challenges, click the link in the description below to join our craft community, the Maker Exchange, on Facebook. Welcome back, all my artists, creatives, crafters, and makers. Welcome back to the Lovely Lab, and welcome to week 7 of our Sip and Share, where we discuss all of the things that are happening in the Lovely Lab and beyond. Okay, so now, as you know, I talk about what I'm sipping on, watching, listening to, learning, working on, and planning. So first up, what am I sipping on? I am sipping on some chamomile tea. Now I have several bags of tea that I am waiting to use from our good and dear friend Roberta Sharp. However, after doing a reorganization of my craft space, just a slight little cleanup after some major projects, I cannot find my tea bags. And I desperately needed a moment of calmness today, so I just used the chamomile. It's a nice, soothing, gentle taste, and not caffeine. I don't need the caffeine today. Although I do need to stay energized because Josh has baseball practice tonight, and I've got to be up at the crack of dawn so I can catch a flight back home, as you guys know. Now, I'll talk about that in just a second. What am I watching? I'm watching Young Wallander, Sweden, UK. Y'all know how I feel about those detectives, crime, and mystery shows. And he's kind of cute too. He reminds me of this kid that I used to go to that I was in high school with. I'm not even gonna name his name. Had a crush on his brother. His brother was way cuter. His brother was way cute, and a little bit cuter than him. Nevertheless, moving right along. Okay, so what am I listening to? Right now, I'm listening to a little bit of Bob Marley and Mary J. Blige as she releases one hit single after the next single, and she's got like a movement going with her release of Good Morning Gorgeous. Such a good song, motivating and encouraging for women to look at themselves in the mirror and acknowledge their own beauty without and before the hair, makeup, and nails. All right, and I have been guilty of being a little too hard on myself, but as I've gotten older, I tend to see the beauty that I see in the mirror because it's a reflection of where I come from. I can see my grandmother, I can see my mom and my dad, and so that's the beautiful part of it. And furthermore, I had no parts in the creation and making of me, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the credit for the beautiful design that God and my parents used in the making of me. Okay, and I suggest you do the same. Now, what am I learning? I'm trying to give myself at least an hour and a half of Photoshop learning each week. 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, because I'd like to sharpen my skills so that I can be a little bit more efficient when I'm working in there as I create digitals for myself as well as the creative community. I like what I put out, but I'd like to be able to get some of the results a little bit quicker. I'm fumbling in the dark a lot of times, and so it's probably best to get detailed information in bite-sized chunks, apply it, use it, and then come back for another set of instructions. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. We can always improve in something, and while it's not a medium, a tangible craft medium, it still is something that helps me express my creativity. So it's not lost, right? What am I working on right now? I am working on trying to get my bags packed. Okay, now I just finished let's see, a couple of different projects. I can tell you what I wasn't working on. I wasn't working on index cards or the Canvas Art Challenge this month. I did finish the Where Baking and Crafting Meets monthly one-word prompt challenge, and I'll put a card up in the corner to take you to that video in the event that you didn't already see it. And that card is already off to the intended recipient, so I don't have that to show you, but if you want to take a look at the video, the card's right there in the corner. So yeah, Happy Mail packages. I want to get some Happy Mail packages out later in the video. You'll see a Dollar Tree haul of some items that I picked up. I was going to do a giveaway, but instead I think, it's time for me to spread the love. Spread the love, spread the wealth to those who have been so kind to me. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually not going to be doing it today or tomorrow. It'll be when I return. So when you guys are watching this video, I probably will be on a flight, or at least not in the state. Nevertheless, what am I planning? Like I said, I'm planning to go back home to New York. I actually have a presentation while I'm out of town. I have a collaborative presentation that I have to do on a new ministry, a fictitious new ministry that my group would be, it has been assigned to, to like a mock-up. And so we've collaborated over the last few weeks and chatted and Zoom called. And so we're at the final stages. I've put together the notes and sent out the PDFs to everybody. And so we present on Saturday morning, and then I'll be back to the all girls weekend. All right. Now, what I will be working on in the next few days is Canvas Art Challenge, because I didn't do it for February, and catching up on the index card challenges because I'm a little bit behind. So I may do a couple project shares and then go back to the process videos. Forgive me for being a little delayed, guys, but I am a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, I'm a realtor. We got baseball back in session. I'm a caretaker for an aging parent, and try to be involved in ministry as best I can. And it's a good thing I don't have like a huge social life aside from crafting, because you guys wouldn't see me, But I do have a husband and a child who demands my time from time to time. Not that often, because they be in their own world doing their own thing. Now, I wanted to show you guys this before we go over to the Dollar Tree haul. Listen, look at this. Look at this paper that came in an overnight bag that I purchased to take out of town. Look at this paper. I just want to show y'all. Now look at it. This is regular tissue paper. So as I was eyeing it, eyeballing it to death, Josh says it's probably recycled paper. He's so smart, like his mom. Isn't that some good looking paper? Look at the detail on that thing. Can you guys see it? It's almost like it has like little shimmery things in there. I don't know if the light is hitting it just so, but that is some pretty paper. So yeah, and it'll be great for background, like when you're making cards. I couldn't bear to throw it out. It's a lot came in there. So listen, when y'all getting y'all purses and bags from the department stores or wherever. Now I got mine from Walmart, so I don't know if the department stores have it, but they probably line their bags with like cloth fabrics. But this is the paper that was in there, and it's so much. I'm gonna use it though. Trust and believe that. And it's thin enough to jelly print with and collage with and so on and so forth. Now, one more thing that I will be doing is based on viewer request. Our good friend Roberta, y'all keep me busy and challenged, huh? She happened to see this in one of the other videos that I did, and you probably will see it in quite any other video that I pulled my sewing machine out in. All I did was take a index card, okay, and then I took a eyelet and put a hole in it just so I could hang it from the side of my sewing machine. And what I did was I took all I did was take scrap paper, fold it in half, and I say fold it in half so that it's 2-ply. And I ran, there's stitches on my sewing machine. There's a stitch guide, okay? But it shows you what stitch you can get. But not of those stitches, the ones that I use the most in terms of the width and the length of the stitch, I needed to be able to readily get to that, and I'm not going to keep that information readily available in my head. So what I did was I ran once I used another piece of scrap paper, ran it through, adjusted the stitching, and then when I got the stitch that I wanted, I used the scrap piece of paper that I wanted to use for here or wherever, and I ran that through, put it down here, and noted the stitch lengths the settings that it's on my sewing machine. So like for this one, and let me see if I can bring it over for you guys. All right, so for this sewing machine, those are my stitch settings, okay? And so what you see here is the stitches that I normally use. This one, that one, let's see. Okay, and so let me just bring this over. Let me put it back 1 second. So the stitches you see, the numbers that are on the sewing machine correspond with the stitch number here. So number 14 is number 14 over there. 5 is the width of where the needle goes like this. So that's number 5. And then the halfway mark is how long the distance of the stitch that it is. So it sounds complicated, but I will show that in the next video. So stay tuned. It won't be a long drawn out one. It'll be, you know, brief, just to give you an idea of how to make your own stitch swatch. You know, because this really does come in handy, and I use it every time I'm creating a journal or journal cards or what have you. Because ultimately what I end up doing is, because I know that this stitch, the 1.5 means that the stitch is going from here to there, here to there, here to there. I can adjust that to 2 to make it a wider stitch. Okay, I can adjust the 3.5 to make it make the zigzag wider. You know what I mean? So just having a starting point helps you determine what you want to see, you know, how to adjust that without having to pull use scrap paper and, you know, so on and so forth. So I hope that, stay tuned for that, and hopefully that'll help you guys out. Now in the meantime, I got a short little Dollar Tree haul, so stay tuned for that, and I'll be back in just a moment. What time is it? It's time for a Dollar Tree haul. Now, as you guys know, I typically have a budget of $20 when I go into Dollar Tree so that I don't overspend. But because I need to send out some happy mail, I increased that budget by a little bit. You know, and I had to anyways, because it's no longer Dollar Tree, it's Dollar Tree Plus, as in $1.25, you know. So anyways, I left on my way to pick up my grocery order with enough time to stop in, because I was hoping to find these containers that I found the last time I was in the Dollar Tree. I saw some containers that I really liked and I wanted to go back for. They didn't have a lot on the shelf at the time, and I was just running in and running out, and of course when I went back this time they had none. However, they did have some great crafty goodies there, so let me show you what I got. Okay, so I'm running low on the pop dot tape, you know, foam tape for dimension and for card making mostly. So I picked up that. Picked up a couple crafter squares, double-sided tape, and I probably will send some in some happy mail. I do a lot with like, you know, watercolor and metallic watercolors, and just a little bit of paint here and there. So this has 6 pieces in it. I mean, it's nothing for me to open this up and send one of them in a happy mail, you know. I'll share the love. I wrapped this for hubby because he is in our craft and class space plugging his phone up, and I'm like, get out of here. We need all of our cords for all of our technology. It's like in this one space there is 3 laptops. 3 laptops, and it's just in this space. 3 laptops, 4 tablets, 2 phones, a hotspot, 2 Bluetooth headphones, wireless headphones, a couple of it's a lot going on. So we need all of our charging cables, and this is for him. Okay, that's for him. And this is for me because mama needs to look cute. when she goes to bed. It's just a satin bonnet. Plus, I'll be hopping a flight. I won't be wearing this in the airport. Let me just say that. I may wear a hat and one of these under it just to protect my hair while I fly, so that when I get to my destination, I can take everything off and put it in the wash, including the hat and the bonnet and everything, just to make sure we're reducing out any, you know what we're dealing with right now. All right, and so I also picked up these. I don't need these. I have some, but that'll make great happy mail. There's 2 of them in the pack, so I'll just pop that open and spread the wealth. Now, I see these fastener dots. Let me just tell you about the fastener dots. These are great in your journals. I don't recommend using the whole circle. I recommend cutting them in half because the Velcro is pretty strong and you don't need that much Velcro, okay? So there's 20 pairs in there. That's 40 folders, or what do you want to call it? Pockets and, however, closures and things. All right. Now I also got this for myself. Ooh, it smells heavenly. I have the lotion too. I still have quite a bit of the lotion. It sits on my nightstand, so I use that after I get out of the shower and before I go to bed. But I go through the shower gel a little quicker than I'd like, and I do believe that it's because I'm not the only one using it, despite that it's lavender. And I don't think it's for men, because they have a scent that's for men, and it's a gray bottle. But that's another conversation for another day. Surely my home is not the only home where there's no boundaries. Nobody respects your products, okay? All right, so now let's get into the depth of the craftiness. Now, I needed this. I saw this in, someone else pulled this out. They were getting ready to use it, and they just said, let me pull out my mat that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I was like, really? I've never seen a mat from Dollar Tree. I need something that I don't feel bad cutting into, because I don't like to cut into this. Not this mat, even though it's self-healing. And I have a pink one too, but it gets dirty so fast, and it's pretty. So the green one, I won't feel bad cutting into it, because this isn't something that I'm going to use for decor, or backsplash in my videos or nothing like that. But I got 2. I'll share one with someone else. All right, so look. And our good friend Sonia from Artsy Solutions, in her Dollar Tree haul, she had hauled some stamps, and I was like, that's so nice. Her Dollar Tree store has everything. Crafty. Must be nice. But then I went to my store, and guess what I found? I found the beloved stamps. So let me pull out the ones that I picked. Okay. So, I didn't realize I had that much of a variety. Okay, so I love the butterflies and dragon. This is what drew me into her video, the dragonfly, because I don't have any to decorate, to craft with. I love the hummingbird, and I actually like the font of that's in these. So I'm not sure how good the impressions are. We'll see. You'll see when I start crafting with them. But I love both of those 2 sets. I'm not into dream catchers, but I got this because that's just my particular thing. I'm fickle about dreams. It's a long story. I'll get into it another day. But most people do like dreams and dream catchers and things of that nature. This is definitely for happy mail. And I needed these 2. Okay? I definitely needed the travel and the summer themed one, because I don't have anything. And I realized this Valentine's Day how few actual Valentine stamps that I have. So I got this for future card making. Okay. Now check it out with, okay, so wait a minute. They had these pretty flowers, flower stickers. Is that a lot of glare going on there? Hope not. Let me bring this down a bit for y'all. Okay. Look how pretty that is. and it's like 3D, and it's got like slightly embossed. And then the same for this one, this red poppies. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, beautiful. And then the metallic stickers, which I thought were divide. Oh, I did get an extra one for Happy Meal. All right, so I saw our good friend Sonia haul these. I had to get them. Now I love this. Love, love, love the music instruments. And these are great. These will be great for the cover of journals. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like texture paste. This looks metallic, but these little scrolly pieces kind of looks like texture paste. All right, so I got one for me and one for you guys. And then, of course, the travel theme with the vintage suitcase handles and hourglass and binoculars and the compass. And this pen made me think of a piece of ephemera that Sonia made. I think she made it for a challenge. I'm not sure. Sonia, if you let me know which video that was in, where you made the pen, I think it was magnetic, to drop in your journal. And then the suitcases, obviously, love it. So I got one for me and one for a crafty friend. And then I got, these will be great. Mixed media too, you know, great for mixed media. And journal covers. And then I love the camera, the sewing machine. That's another camera. The telephone and the light bulb. I thought that was adorable. All right, so I saw this and I immediately thought of our good friend. She knows who she is. These are glass stickers. I think you put them on your glass. I'm not sure how well they work. It was my first time seeing them, so I got two. But I'm not going to put this on an actual glass. I'm thinking I'm going to use this in some type of mixed media project. Who knows? But it is cute. Definitely is cute. Anyways, so that will be going to a crafty friend. Now this, I did find a Parisian themed rub-on for my crafty friend. And then I have another crafty friend that I think will enjoy these. Isn't that gorgeous? Let me bring that up so you guys can see it. They call them tiles. They look like glass, but not quite. And then look at this one here. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, these will go great on cards. So, gotta package up some stuff and send it in the mail. I was gonna do a giveaway, but our good friend Sonia, she already did one. So it's just time for me to share the love, send out some happiness. All right. All right. So stay tuned. Moving on. All right, my good friends. It is. I needed that. I needed that tea. My mat is filthy. Okay? Don't talk about my mat, guys. I ain't got time to be pulling out the Windex. But listen, so stay tuned for the Canvas Art Challenge, the Lovely Art Canvas Challenge. There's a Lovely Canvas Art Challenge, I think that's what it's called. Then we have the index card. Over in my Facebook group, the Maker Exchange, those ladies are getting busy over there. Between Felicia, Sonia, Roberta, and there's one more person I can't remember. The art is just amazing. I'm blown away, and they're actually staying on top of it a little bit better than me. But nevertheless, I'll get back to where I need to be. Just pray for my strength in the creative world. Okay. And also, so we have the arts, and then we have some Happy Mail prepping that I'll be doing. And listen, I again will be looking to start up this Women's Life group. It'll be a online experience where we get together twice a month to hash out some of life's trials and tribulations and pull some responses and answers from the Word. right? Because there's no better place to get some real world answers than in the place that holds all the truth. So if you're interested in that information, and you would like to join me twice a month along with some other fellow God-loving women, God-fearing women, send an email to info.livieslovelies@gmail.com. That email is down in the description box below. And I will be more than happy to send you the information as I ready it and prepare it to send out to the masses. And I don't mean like all across the world, but just the few that I know who might be interested. Now, with that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for coming back. For those who are new and are just joining this creative community, and for those who haven't already subscribed, there's no better time like the present. Hit the subscribe button along with that notification bell so you don't miss any of the crafty uploads, along with the future sip and shares, all of this creative inspiration that I am throwing your way, sometimes with a little delay in between. Nevertheless, listen, thank you all, and until we're back here together on YouTube and Patreon, my friends, stay encouraged, stay blessed, stay creative and crafty. Bye for now.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the crafty community, and be sure to click the bell for notifications of new uploads. Thank you so much for watching. Now stay tuned for more from Livie's Lovelies, your inspirational craft channel. Bye for now.